Welcome back to our little wet farm in Portugal. And there's a lot of water coming down the track. There's a lot of water coming onto our parking space. Our collection pond over there is full. I'm sure it's coming out down below the compost pile pretty heavily. It's still flowing in here at a good rate. There is some amount of water coming through the barn here. Wow. Holy. We've got water flowing through the barn like a river. It's coming up from under the walls. It is phenomenal. Over behind me, there's water coming out from our machine room. It is properly flooded in here. This has been dry the whole time we've been here, the last 18 months. I'm just going to see if I can chip away a little bit of the threshold here to drain it out. Seems to be draining a little bit better. We've got a few drainage issues going on, but nothing we can't handle. We've got visitors coming next week, so I'm going to get clearing up in the barn. Well, it's a bit of a mess in here, so I'm going to get tidying. It was my birthday a few days ago. My dad gave me a little bit of money, so I went out and bought a vise. We've been looking around for a vise for a while in the local shops and the second-hand shops, the market, but we haven't come across one. We went into Queenborough and went to the big shop where they have a selection of vices. So let's get it unboxed and see where we can put it. It's 150mm wide jaws. It looks fairly decent. It will swivel, which is always handy. Don't need the packaging anymore. The handle, and screw the end of it, pop it through the hole and screw the end back on. There we go. So as I say, it swivels. Tighten these bits up to stop it swiveling. Here we go. Well, I've got a pair of bolts at the right size. Just need to get another one and some decent sized washers. Right, just needs a little wipe with oil now. This here is our main access down onto the lower parts of our land. At the moment it's getting a bit waterlogged. This is mainly because we've diverted water from the track, it goes into a holding pond and then it drains out below our little pond. Today I'm going to attempt to make a drainage ditch along the side of the track and keep the water off our track. So the water drains out just here and it drains down the hill, of course. Unfortunately it's draining onto the track as well. So let me show you the track. This is what I'm on about. It's waterlogged. There's water just sitting on our access track. So we're going to drain this water away and hopefully it'll stay dry and we'll continue to be able to drive down and pick up our firewood. First of all, I'm going to clear these logs and get rid of this tarp. Tarps, by the way, do not last more than about one season, one summer, unless it's out of the sun. Tarps are not worth buying here. Oh, I'm getting warm. It's one of the first days of sunshine we've had for a long time. Whew. Well, I've done quite a lot of digging of our drainage channel. I can see it's already starting to drain. I still need to do a bit more digging just over here, but we'll do that after lunch. I need to go back because Marie needs a car this afternoon. She's off to Portuguese school. Marie's off at her Portuguese school, and I've discovered she has to go 2 hours early. That's because she has lunch with the girls. They go out to a restaurant and have lunch before the classes start. Not so nice this afternoon. I'm going to try and do a little bit. Have a go with the spade here, try and dig out the channel a little bit deeper. It started raining, so we'll actually see how well my drainage channel is working. I dammed it up so I could work on the lower part. That's working quite well at the moment, but I'm going to do a bit up the top there now. I'm using the spade, so I was getting flicked with mud every time I use it, Shiloh. I'm going to have one last blast, get a bit more of that end channeled out. Then I'll remove my dams further up and we'll see how it takes the water. Right here is a big lump of rock, so I can't do much with that. Right, it's time to dig out my little dam here. I think I better get my last dams up here out and call it a day. Well, it's certainly draining down into my berm and swale there, into my swale, held back by the berm. We'll see how this trench holds up after a bit more rain. So I've moved quite a lot of earth. I've got a good drainage channel and a good ditch to hold back the water, stop it from flowing away anywhere. Well, it's certainly working. So I've created drainage down the side of the track, which should stop a lot of this water going onto our access track. We've created this berm and swale here, which will hold the water back and stop it from flowing further down the land. We are going to extend it further across towards the cork forest, but I've got a little stand of mimosa in the way at the moment. We're going to cut those down. It will be a bit of work getting through the roots, but that is for another day. So we'll see you next time.